Hey guys, my name is Sarah Sloan. If you are interested in the Fyro T22 backpack, you came to the right place. This is going to be a pretty in-depth, thorough bag review. Yes, it is going to be a little bit of a longer video, but hopefully it will help you decide if you want to get this bag for yourself. A little bit of a backstory. I've been following the Nomads Nation's YouTube channel. The creator of that channel created this bag, Aaron Radcliffe, and he documented his entire journey. And I've never purchased anything on a Kickstarter before. This is my first time. And I purchased it in about May and got the item, the backpack, in January. So I was pretty patient for it. So yeah, hopefully this review will show you if you end up wanting it or not. That's the goal of all this. Don't worry, we will be talking specific pros and cons at the end of the video, as well as just price point and things along those lines, because that information is very interesting. But yeah, this is a very feature-heavy, feature-rich backpack. So seriously, it's not going to be a fast review, but hopefully that's okay. All right, let's jump into it. We'll start from the front of the backpack. This is the hatch. This is kind of the iconic part of the backpack. You can already see just right here, like the materials of the backpack are so nice. It really is a beautiful bag. You can see with the hatch, there's this kind of magnetic lid closure thing going on here. This is a PU coated zipper, so it kind of helps to get the water to fall right off if it's raining, which a water-resistant bag is very nice. That is kind of something I was looking for. Here is a logo for the bag. Very subtle, very nice. I think very classy. So let's open up the hatch and see. This is really where you're going to put your small bits of gear. A lot of bags now, it seems like they're just kind of an empty bucket of space that you just have all your pouches in. And you can't really... There's no like pockets anymore in a lot of bags, and that really bothers me. So I felt like this was a really great solution for that, and I appreciated it personally. Okay, so you can see already the interior is orange. And I am not the biggest fan of orange, but I will say it's been growing on me actually. It is super nice. Yeah, let's start with this, the Key Leash. This is the standard Key Leash that comes with the backpack. It's nice. It's hefty. It's good material. I didn't find anything wrong with it. But I did make the purchase for the special accessory, the specialty Key Leash. This Key Leash, I'm fairly certain, was $15 and made in the US. At the time, whenever I made the purchase for it, I was moving to Austin. I was going to live in an apartment for the first time in my life, live on my own really for almost the first time in my life. And so I was like, you know, this Key Leash will be perfect. I can put my keys on it, open my apartment super easily, retract it, and it'll be all good to go. I've not really found that to be the case. I just keep my keys in my pocket. I open up my apartment that way. So it's kind of funny. I have not used these Key Leashes. Also, my keys are pretty hefty. So these are my keys. Don't look at my keys, please. Don't even, yeah. But if I put my keys on here, it takes up a lot of space in this, and it ends up being kind of obnoxious. So I am going to have to say, I'm not really sure that if you have a big thing of keys, I'm not really sure that this is the best solution for holding your keys. I'll just leave it at that. But that's a key thing situation. I would say probably, unless you really feel strongly about it, probably this isn't worth it. I'm not saying it's not a good Key Leash. It's just, I think the basic is good enough, personally. Okay, so then there is this smaller zippered compartment that is kind of like V-shaped. Hopefully you can see it. And I found this a great spot to hold, like, you know, my headphones. And it keeps everything really nice and secure. And so I really liked that. And already, like, this is a small zipper, but YKK, and it feels like quality. It's a good zipper. I was really happy with that. There are these kind of pockets where you could put like a passport, a wallet, a battery pack. So I have all three of those things. So let me get them right now. Okay, so, and by the way, this right here was the free notebook given if you made a purchase with the Kickstarter. So this is a Fyro notebook, and it's supposed to be the size of a passport. And I like these pockets, but it isn't always the easiest thing getting stuff in and out of there. Like, that was pretty easy, but my wallet is a fairly fat wallet, and I would try to put it in this pocket, and it's not like a quick process. It worked, but getting it in and out wasn't super, super easy, especially if you have something like a pen. I have a pen in here. So yeah, so right there. There's no pen slot in this bag, so if a pen slot is very important to you, basically what Aaron decided was, like, you could just put the pen anywhere in here. Yes, but it does, like, it starts getting crowded in here. Like, if I was to have, like, all three of these things in here, it gets kind of tough to put it all in there. So there were some points where I would just, like, put something in there, zip it up, call it a day. Like, do that kind of a thing. And it seemed to work for that. The zippers, the zipper pulls are nice. You can unclasp them, and then you can technically, like, make it lockable and kind of go like this and clasp it together and make it lockable. Of course, it's not really lockable, but you know what I mean. And so that's a cool little option. I think it's a nice little feature that did not have to be added. So yeah, really nice materials though. I really do like this. The PU coated zipper is great for water resistance. Supposedly, after a few years, it could be known to peel. That would be very sad. I would really cry if that happened because so far I'm liking this bag. Okay, so with the hatch, so I do want to say one thing. I got these like 3 little white dots on the lid. It's fine. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but it's fine if there's 3 little white dots. You probably can't even see it. But if there are, I may have to do a screenshot of this actually. But if there are multiple dots that come up all over this lid enclosure, I'm going to be kind of upset because that shouldn't be happening. Also, there have been a couple of scratches on this kind of hatch material here. And I also find that to be kind of strange. It's a very rough material, so maybe it just scratches on stuff more easily. I'm not really sure, but I would say this kind of is the most important part of the bag as far as the appearance goes, the looks go. And so it was just a little sad to see it, just a little bit of wear. And I have not put this bag under its paces, so I do just want to say that. It was just a little disappointing to see that this is already, something like this is already happening. And then I wanted to mention the bottom of the bag. It's definitely a stronger material, and it's really nice. You can feel it's like a little reinforced. It's gonna last. It's gonna last a while. So was very happy with that. Okay. So now for the main compartment, we can see these lockable zippers again, and so you can kind of clasp it together, kind of put them together like that, and so then it makes it a little bit harder for a thief to steal, kill, and destroy. Christians, where are you at? You know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, the zippers are great on this main compartment. And now what I want you to notice is something that's very interesting about the bag is I have to bring this into the conversation even though I'm about to talk about the main compartment. Okay, so this is a water bottle holder right here. And if this water bottle holder was not here, I could zip this bag open even more. But because I have a water bottle holder here, I have to stop the bag right here. So that is a choice that I made because you don't have to have water bottle holders on at all. They're completely removable, but I like water bottle holders a lot. So I will have to pause the main compartment discussion to kind of show you how the water bottle holders work. They can fit a lot. This is a 32 ounce plastic bottle that I love to use. I drink a lot of water, so this is important to me. So I'm going to put it in here. Let's see how it goes. And it fits, and it works pretty well. Now I'm going to try to flip this sucker upside down. Shake, shake, shake. It stays in pretty well. Like, I think if I shook this for like 15 minutes straight, then it'd come out. But for the most part, it works really well, and I was really happy with that. I really like this water bottle holder solution. I use other bottles. I don't just use big fat water bottles. So like this one's a little bit smaller. It's like a 20 ounce swell. So that obviously, I will say, like the elastic, you kind of got to learn to use this. It doesn't always work super perfectly, but it's fine for what it is. It really is. Now, I wanted to say this. Sometimes, whenever I would put the 32-ounce bottle in here, there's a clasp right in here, or a hook, sorry, and the hook would come out, and then I couldn't, like, I'd have to put the hook back in before I could put a water bottle holder in. It's a hook right here. It would come out, and it was really frustrating. So that will happen sometimes, I think, for some people, if you're using, like, a 32-ounce bottle. It's just too big. It works, but you have to be careful putting it in. For whatever reason, it didn't do it this time around. But trust me, I wouldn't make this crap up. I'm not interested in lies. The bag comes with one water bottle holder. I bought the other one because I like my coffee and water, and holding them both on the outside of my bag is kind of the goal. I am going to remove the water bottle holder, though, and show how easy it is. It's easy, but you also still kind of have to learn to do it properly. So you just kind of use these hooks, and then boom, it's out. And then there's a pocket, and you can shove this in here. You can even zip this sucker up, out of sight, out of mind. You could put your wallet in this pocket. It really does hold quite a bit of room. You could put a passport in here. This is supposedly the passport size right here. Look at that. Easily fits. It's perfect. So yeah, very, very nice. And then as you can see with that main compartment, like I was talking about before it was stopping about here. And now look, it stops about here. Much nicer. And then there's gussets here as well. So super nice. And then I'm going to remove the other one. Okay, so yeah, so we have, you really do kind of have to learn how to use this bag. It's really not the easiest to remember every feature and every addition. Okay, so I've got the water bottle holder in here as well. And so it looks pretty freaking sleek. Sorry, I'm still learning all this stuff. So yeah, so it looks pretty sleek without any water bottle holders, but that's not why I bought it. I wanted it for the water bottle holders as well. 2 of them I think are vital. So let's open it up all the way. And that's some pretty good access. If the water bottle holders were there, you pretty much just kind of have to go like this, and it's more limited access, but it's worth it for me. So, okay, so yeah, the interior, once again, really beautiful, really nice material. There is kind of a meshy zipper. It can hold quite a bit. I usually put like gum, mints, cloths, oil sheets, just different things like that. And I love it. It's so nice to have so many places for small bits of gear. And then I can hold like a lot of stuff. Like I have my spray bottle because I smell bad sometimes. This is private what's in here, but this holds a lot of good stuff as well. That's great. So it's just, it can hold a lot. It's super impressive. So yeah, so far super happy with it. Of course, I'm always going to have those water bottle holders there. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and put the bag on just so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so this is how it looks on me. Here's kind of the side view. Here's a back view. Here's another side view. And hey, here's me again. Surprise! Okay. Now, you can expand this from 22 liters, which is what it is right now, to 26 liters with the expansion zipper. I am very curious to see, if you have the water bottle holders, you cannot use the expansion zipper completely because the water bottle holders are going to be in the way. So that's why I took them off, because I wanted to show you how this works. So, okay, so here is where the zipper is for the expansion. We're opening it, open. And what I noticed was on these bottom corners, whenever you're opening it, it gets a little harder, but it loosens up. But it is a little stiff, for sure. I think a lot of well-made zippers do start out pretty stiff, though. I'm not trying to just like make excuses, but still. And now it's expanded. You could see kind of a little bit more dimension, a little bit more room. And so then if I open this up again, how's it looking in here? Looks like, yeah, there is definitely more room. It's way more spacious in here. I kind of decided for myself, I'm usually the big fat backpack girl. My backpack, if I'm wearing it and I turn around, I can like knock over 30 people, 60 people sometimes. So it is nice to have a bag that is just like forces you to kind of keep it tight, right and tight, baby. All night, baby. But if I was like traveling and I needed the extra space, this is a good option to have. It just doesn't hurt anything. So I'm going to shut that. I'm going to close up the expansion zipper again. Once again, the bottom portion of the zipperage is not the easiest. I kind of, like, I know this isn't fun to watch, but like I do kind of want you to see this, because if you get this bag, this is what you will experience. So I want this to be a very true to life kind of a thing. Okay, so yeah, we have it all tight again. So this is great. Now let's get into the laptop compartment. PU coated zipper once again. PU, am I right? Stinky, stinky, inky. There is one zipper on the laptop compartment. Not two, so just one. Now, I will say this. It was always kind of funny in the advertising of the bag. Aaron would be like, this is like a VIP lounge for your backpack. And I would kind of laugh at that. I was just like, let's calm down. It's a freaking laptop compartment. Okay, what's the big deal? And then I am going to admit, once I touched it, and it impressed me. It really impressed me. It's really nice. It just feels good. Like just getting in here, like this material is it's just soft. Both sides are so soft and plush, and there's a really good false bottom. It goes super deep. It could definitely hold your 16-inch MacBook Pro. I'm a 13-inch user. And then it's got, hopefully you could see this. It's got like kind of a tablet slot kind of right here, and that goes pretty deep as well. And then there is an area for really whatever you want. If you wanted to put, I like having a folder with a lot of papers in there to keep things neat. And so it is a very nice, it's probably the nicest laptop compartment I've ever experienced. Probably North Face comes second. I have a North Face backpack that, it comes pretty close, but like, it doesn't touch this. This is nice. I gotta give due where due is due. Okay, I will say this. So let's talk about this real quick. This bag is advertised as self-standing. I did not always find this to be the case. It is doing it right now, but it's not like completely reliably self-standing. There were times where I would just put it at my desk really quickly and it would immediately just topple over. So I would say don't get it, like, if that's like something, if that's the main reason you're getting a bag, maybe don't get this, because it's not going to always self-stand. The majority of the time it does not self-stand. It is doing it right now though, so this is actually making me really happy to see that it's doing it. But a lot of the time it wasn't. It does help whenever you have a heavier device in the laptop compartment. That will help it for sure to self-stand a lot better. I don't have this fully packed out right now, and then I don't have the water bottle holders as well. So it's just going to depend. So yeah, that was just something I wanted to mention as well. Okay, so let's go to the back panel, baby. Okay, the back panel is also, it's very nice. Just the handle in general, it feels good. I think it's going to last a long time. You know, if I'm hanging this up in the bathroom, I feel good about it. I feel very good about it. And then, okay, let's see. So then this back panel looks probably pretty interesting. These straps, they're very well made and they're very squishy. I was actually very impressed with the comfort of the bag. I didn't expect it to be as comfortable as it would be, and it was radically comfortable. It sounds like I'm doing an ad. I am not. I really just do mean this. And once again, I paid for the bag with my own money. So, but yeah, super cushiony, super nice. And I don't know, I really don't know where this design came from, but for whatever reason, it feels like a mattress on your back. I came from pretty uncomfortable backpacks, so I will say, like, if you came from like really comfortable backpacks, I don't know how this is going to compare, but I'm just saying it impressed me. It's just so nice and soft. And then look at this. This is nice. A vertical luggage pass-through. So you could put this on your suitcase handles and it just works. It's just nice. It's just wonderful. So yeah, the comfort was impeccable. I was really, really impressed. So yeah, gosh, and you know, female, I'm about like 5'6"-ish. I found it to be comfortable for me, but I don't know if everyone's going to find it to be comfortable. So this is kind of subjective, but you know, I'd rather just give my experience. There is a sternum strap right here. Boom. And it's like a little magnetic. I'm still not the best at like doing it. Like it's easy, but I forget how to use it sometimes. I'm not a big sternum strap user, but it's very well made. There is this, to keep like no dangles from doing their thing. He used this plastic to keep things in place. I could see this cracking over time. I really could. It's nice, but it just doesn't seem like the strongest material. So just keep that in mind. You can probably put a carabiner on the straps as well. The sternum strap, it is removable, and it's kind of got these like slots. Like I would just say, keep it where you want it. It's not easy to take on and off to adjust. So just keep it where you want it, kind of a thing. There are dangle stoppers on the straps, the main straps in general as well. And once again, it's this plastic material that I just don't know how well it's going to hold up. So I just wanted to mention that. Yeah, better that I say something than not say it. So this is the bag. Now let's get into the final part of the video where we talk about the pros and the cons and the pricing. So I would say that the main pros of this backpack are that it really is made of good quality, really good materials. You could see it. It's so funny. I've touched a lot of bags. I've not owned a lot of bags. And you could just feel there is a substantial difference in this. And just in general, like for someone making a bag for the first time, Aaron he knocked it out of the park. This may not be your favorite bag, but like it really, like once you touch it, it is nice. It is so nice. So yeah, great materials. The second is, it is so comfortable. Seriously, I have not felt uncomfortable in this bag once. And I always feel uncomfortable in backpacks. The third is the water bottle holders and the options as far as those go. I think it was just such a smart idea. It gives the best of both worlds. If you want two water bottle holders that can hold up to a 32-ounce bottle, you got it. If you don't want that and you want to tuck it away and make it a sleek bag, you got it. So many bags. That has been a big reason why I haven't even gone for air backpacks, because their water bottle holders suck. And I drink too much water to not have a good option. And I don't want to have my bottle inside the backpack. That's not my favorite thing ever, like at all. The fourth thing is that there's just so many places to put your small tidbits of gear. I don't want to use 20 pouches in a bucket. That's not really my idea of a good backpack experience. I want to be able to have this compartment that's holding these small things, this compartment that's holding these small things. That's why, in a way, Tom Bin has tempted me with their backpack in the past. I do think that this probably is a better option, though, based on my experience so far. So, okay, so those were the pros. And then as far as the cons go, it wasn't reliably self-standing. It is right now, but I'm telling you, the majority of the times I get to my desk at work and I put it down, it falls immediately. And that was actually a huge part of me wanting to get this bag, the fact that it was self-standing, and so many bags are not. Number two, it is, don't get me wrong, like 2.7 pounds does not sound heavy, but I think I came from maybe backpacks that were lighter. There are some times like you could kind of argue about if it's heavy or not. It's not the lightest thing ever. I wouldn't count, like I wouldn't think like, oh, it's like air on my back. It's like nothing. It has some weight. It has some girth to it. So just know that coming in. As long as you know it, then great. Then the third is the Expandability Zipper. Is just kind of a difficult zipper to use. Also, if you're trying to use those water bottle holders and you want to work around that, like there's compromises to everything. It kind of does get a little tough sometimes. It's a complex bag. It just is. And then the fourth is, I was a little disappointed in the scratch resistance on this front part and then these three kind of dots. So it's like on one hand, the materials are great. And then on the other though, I want to see how this holds up after years and years of use. Yeah, because I see a little scratch even right here. And like I said, I have not used this bag heavily at all. I've been very, very gentle on it so far. And I really shouldn't even have to be. This should be a pretty resilient backpack. Okay, so let's talk pricing. So for me, well, yeah, here, sorry, let me keep these notes with me. Okay, for me, I bought it as early as you could buy the backpack. So I paid $189 for it. And then I got the key fob accessory, the Key Leash accessory, and that was $15. And then I bought an extra water bottle holder that was $7. I would definitely say get an extra water bottle holder. It is worth the money. Just get it. Even if you don't use it and you tuck it away in the back pocket like we were talking about, then just do that. Who cares? The key accessory, I even wonder if you can find something on Amazon that's cheaper and even maybe better made. I don't think you really need to get the Fyro accessory specifically. So I'd say maybe try to save the 15 bucks and not get that, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, all together, the $189, the $15 for the key fob, or the Key Leash, sorry, and then the $7 for the water bottle holder, made everything out with the shipping was like another $9. It was all 220 bucks. So for that, I'm okay. Like I think it's a good deal in the scheme of things. But that was a Kickstarter price. So I last time I checked on the Fyro website though, it's going to be selling for $270. And that's not including the accessories. And I don't know if those were discounted prices for the accessories. So then it makes me wonder, are you going to end up paying 300 bucks for this bag? And how much money do I think this is worth? I think this is probably worth anywhere from $240 to $250. I'm not sure if it's worth the 300 zone. I don't think so, but of course it's worth it to you. If you find it worth it to you, then get it. You know, I'm not going to make a decision for you, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at mentally with the pricing as far as all that goes. Yeah, regardless, I've said this once, I've said this twice. It is a good bag for everyday carry, for I think weekend travel. I think you will find this to be satisfactory. But you probably could find some bags that are better suited for you and your case and what you're interested in. I think this is probably the best bag that I could find for me. And I was tempted by Tortuga, Tom Bin, Air. I think for the most part, that's it. Bellroy has never tempted me. Black Ember has never tempted me. Evergoods has never tempted me. But I think that this really is a good one for me. And I feel that way as a female. And so I think females or males can totally vibe with this backpack. So yeah, so those are my overall thoughts. Please let me know if you have a Fyro bag or just in general what bag you have, your experience. Tell me your thoughts on the pros and cons I listed. Tell me whatever you're thinking. I would love to hear it and continue the conversation in the comments, in the chat. Now, I do want to thank you guys so much for watching this backpack review. It means the world to me that you would give me your time. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day and stay safe out there, okay? Goodbye.